guys, welcome to my vlog. Okay, so today I'll be talking about how Moira dela Torre's concert went. While I'm talking about it, I'll be pressing flowers that my boyfriend bought me for the concert, so I'll show you. There you go. So this is 2 bouquets of orange flowers. I'm just gonna be pressing these flowers so that I can preserve them. Hi guys, welcome back to my vlog. My name is Ariel if you don't know me. Welcome to my room setup. This is my bed. Usually it's under here, but today I woke up early. I just got back home from doing errands and stuff. And right now we're just gonna be having a sit down talk about Moira dela Torre's concert. And then toward the end of the video, or you'll just see some clips during the video of how that went. If you guys didn't know, I was one of the opening singers for Moira dela Torre. And if you don't know who Moira dela Torre is, go ahead and search her up. She is one of the top Filipina artists in the Philippines, and she's on tour here in the US, and I got to sing and open for her. And I'm here today to just talk about how I got the gig, how it happened, and how great God is. So first, I want to thank God. All glory belongs to Him for even giving me this opportunity in the first place, and also for the talents that He's given me that people want me to be singing at someone else's concert. Let me just breathe real quick. I'm full of adrenaline right now. Yeah. I can't believe I got to sing for Moira dela Torre. So just so you guys know, it's already almost a full week after performing, and here I am doing a recap. So where do I begin? 2014, I got the chance to sing for Freedom Concert, which had, I believe, GMA actors and singers perform. It was just a bigger concert. I think it was at Warfield, or it was one of the concert spaces in San Francisco. But I sang there. I played ukulele. I was 14 years old, and I sang with Aubrey, who is the coordinator's daughter. So I got the gig from them. Aubrey and her parents are church friends. I guess they just thought of me. I don't really know the story behind that. It was many years ago. And now Aubrey's parents are still coordinators for Filipino concerts and Filipino events and gigs and stuff like that. And they thought of me. So for Moira dela Torre's opening acts, the front acts, there are 5 in total. So there was Avery, Madison, Meg, and Nikki, and then the CNM group. The CNM group canceled, and so Aubrey's parents contacted my mom and asked her if I can fill in and if I can sing 2 to 3 songs for the opening act. And my mom was on the phone. She was going closer to me. I had no idea who she was talking to at the time. I had no idea what it was about, but she was on the phone. She was like, "Oh yeah, you want Ariel to sing 2 to 3 songs? And she was looking at me smiling, and in my head I was like, great, my mom's gonna sign me up for something else again. And usually she does this, or sometimes she would, and I was like, what is this now? You're signing me up for something I don't even know about. And so she's still on the phone, but she talks to me. She's like, "Ariel, you're gonna sing for Moira." And I thought it was for a birthday party or another Moira I knew. And sarcastically, I was like, "Dela Torre?" And she was like, "Yeah." And my reaction, I just froze. I was speechless. I was like, So yeah, I decided to sing 2 songs that I wrote. The first song I sang at the show was a song I wrote a month ago. And so yeah, I sang that. And then another song I sang is a song called He Is Love, which is a song I wrote 5 years ago while I was in high school, 5 to 6 years ago. That song is on Spotify, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. So I sang those 2 songs, and the third song that I was going to sing is I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. And let me tell you, I did not practice that song at all. Okay, maybe 2 to 3 times, but during the 2 to 3 weeks approaching Moira dela Torre's concert, the weather here in San Francisco, Daly City, was really cold, so my throat was getting all itchy and tightening up because of the temperature drop and the windiness. And so for me, I really just wanted to sing the 2 other songs because they're more chill, they're not vocally challenging. I ended up singing those 2 only, praise God. So Aubrey's parents told us about the event and confirmed that I'm gonna perform for Moira Dela Torre like 2 to 3 weeks before the show. And approaching it, I didn't want to have makeup or I just wanted simple makeup. I just wanted like a simple outfit. I didn't want to wear a dress. Nothing too crazy because again, it's not my concert. This is Moira Dela Torre's concert. And also like I'm just there to glorify God. The attention shouldn't be on me. I'm just being used as a vessel. And then I started to worry about what I was gonna wear. I started to worry about like how I'm gonna look. Praise God, my aunt, my godmother, my ninang, she volunteered to do my makeup and my hair. Praise God. So she did that in the morning. But she did that for me the day of. Tita Love and Tita Adrian, who are Aubrey's parents and the coordinators of the show, they're the ones who told me that the call time would be at 12:30. And so I planned to go and do sound check and then just hang out there. And I searched up the venue beforehand and praise God there was a Phil's. So that was the plan, just go there and hang out at Phil's afterward and then go to the show when it was time. And then the night before, I get a text message that the call time changed to 4. It's nice because I got to move everything back. Long story short, my mom brought me to Redwood City with our family already because they wanted to be in the area instead of going back and forth to the venue. They ended up hanging out around Fox Theater, which is a nice neighborhood anyway. There were places to eat. There was Phil's that they could hang out at. Like, I was kind of in denial that I was singing for Moira Dela Torre. Like, it didn't hit me, but when it would, I would not be able to breathe. Like, there would be like random surges of anxiety. And not anxiety, parang kinaba ako in the moment, out of nowhere. Like, I just got nervous really fast all of a sudden without any warning. Like, I'd just be doing something, I'd be like babysitting, and then I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's coming up fast. I'm singing for Moira, I'm opening. And I would have it in different times, and then I would be nervous, and then I would also be, but the Lord is good, and he was already like preparing like people to help me, and so that was nice. Usually I would have been vlogging like what was going on, but I'm also like, I'm kind of shy. Should I take out my phone and record? Is it inappropriate? So while they were doing the sound check, like for Kyle and Ate Moira, they were telling everyone who was sitting down not to take videos, you're not allowed to record, no voice memos, this and that, just for privacy's sake, which makes sense. But it was an experience just watching sound check. Like, it pumped me up even more for her show. Man, I was just so in awe. Like, she just knew what to do. She knows when things aren't the way that it should be, and she was able to correct it right then and there. And it was a little nerve-wracking because I heard while she was praying with her team for her voice to get back, and I was concerned because I'm like, dang, she's coming from the Philippines. She's not used to the weather here. It's really easy for our vocal cords to like change on us because of the weather. And so I was praying for her and praying with her, like, Lord, I pray that her voice comes back. And guys, the performances that she was doing, like, she nailed them. Like, she was just breathing those really high notes. It came naturally. Like I said, I'm gonna press flowers while I'm doing this talk. I like that one. Clearly my favorite color is orange. Shout out to my boyfriend. These are beautiful. When I went to the venue, I couldn't record the singers. I couldn't record Moira Dela Torre or Kyle as they were doing their sound check. I was the earliest front act. I was the earliest one there, and I was already fully ready. So I was just chilling. I was just pacing back and forth, just trying to get myself familiar with the area and get comfortable. I was a little nervous, but not so much. More like, okay, I'm about to perform, or I'm really excited to see Moira. But of course, I wanted to practice just a little bit, and there was another opening act that came in a little after me, and I didn't want to bother her or her mom. She's an act that's younger, so I didn't want to bother them or practice while they were getting ready. So I decided to bring my guitar to the bathroom. So funny story, I brought my guitar to the bathroom, and this is a bathroom that's only for people in the backstage. This is just a single bathroom, so like both boys and girls can use it, but only one at a time. I bring my guitar to the bathroom to practice. There's like a reverb, a nice sound going, but I didn't fully practice. I just wanted to be like accustomed to playing my guitar. And I was playing, and I hear the door pulled, and so in my head I was like, okay, you just gotta go out. Someone needs to go to the bathroom. And so I open the door and I see Kyle. First of all, I don't know him very well. I don't even know like how old he was. I found out later on, but he's younger than me. When he opened the door, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, kuya. While I'm holding my guitar going out. And he just looks at me. I'm just like, frick, that's awkward. But yeah, it's just a funny story because why the heck do you have your guitar in the bathroom area? So Kyle practiced first, and then Atemoy, and then the front act, which is the 5 other local performers. The front act started to do their open mic after Moira. So they went up, and man, I was mind blown by the 2 kids who have a vocal range like Beyonce. Like literally one of the kids, Madison, sang Love on Top by Beyonce, and I was like, yo, what the heck? And then Avery, like these 2 kids just exude confidence that I wanted. I was like, I want to be like you when I grow up. And then Meg I became friends with, and also Nikki. Small world, because Nikki knows like the pastors that my church is very close to, that I'm very close to, so it was just very funny. Small world, but I never met her until then. The front acts were amazing. I was very encouraged and also very humbled by them and their performance level. Like this is my first time performing as a solo artist in a really big public crowd. I didn't know what to expect, and while I was practicing like my set, I have a whole script of what I'm gonna say before and after, but the stage crew and the stage managers and the performance managers said you're not allowed to have a full spiel of what your song is about because this is not your concert, this and that. And so in my head I was like, okay, now what am I gonna say? I now have to condense everything that I was supposed to say into a really small part in between 2 of the songs. So imagine I have a spiel before the first song, spiel before the second song, and a spiel before the third song. They told us we're gonna sing 2 songs, and then they say you can only speak after you sing the first song and after you sing the second song. Long story short, I was pretty awkward on stage. They didn't even know I was done with my set until I was walking off stage. But yeah, man, the whole thing was, you know what? Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get to these. I'm just gonna do these after because I'm still in the process of processing the whole show. When my family found out, because my mom loves to promote me and her kids, she was like posting on her story, I was posting on my story, and a lot of people came out just to see me, which is great, like praise God. But there were also like a lot of people that already bought the tickets to see Moira knew me, so they all messaged me. They're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna see you, we can't wait. It was just like a bonus that I was one of the the singers, and I wish I got to see everyone. I'm sorry if I didn't, but thank you to those who supported me. Okay, so the aunt who did my makeup and hair is like a ninager. She calls herself a ninager, so she's a ninang manager, and she was like, Ariel, you know what, you should have a QR code so that everyone has access to how to find you afterward, because you know they just hear your name and they'll forget. It's easy to forget after because they're focused with Moira dela Torre. And so I made a QR code. It goes to a link tree, and there's a front and a back, a picture of me in the back, which is from the concert, from Bay Worship Collective's concert that Abraham took of me, the Linktree website, and then my social media and then the scan to follow, which basically has my Instagram, my YouTube, my TikTok, and then it has Bay Worship Collective's Linktree, which goes to our music, and then it also has a Filipino playlist that I created, which is very, very popular for some reason. But yeah, you guys can go check that out. The link is down below in the description. If you guys were at the concert and you got these, dude, that's lit. And okay, so this is funny because again, I'm pretty shy and I don't really like self-promoting myself. And so at the end of the show, before we took pictures with Moira, there was like the whole VIP section, and then there was still like a big stack of QR code cards. I could have handed it out to people while they were sitting and waiting for like taking pictures with Moira, but I was just so shy. But one of them was like, oh, actually, can I get one? And I was like, okay, here you go. Yeah, so I didn't eat before performing because I usually don't eat before I sing. And so once I was done singing, I went straight to the back and ate the leftover sushi that my family gave me. And then like before the doors opened for the people, my family gave me sushi and also gave me a box of chocolate to give to Moira. So I actually gave it to her bass player because I was shy and I didn't know if I could knock on her door and give her stuff. And I also left my QR code there. And then when I went to take pictures with her at the end of the show, she was asking me, she was like, oh, are you a singer? And I was like, yeah, I sang for the show. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you for singing. And oh my gosh, let me tell you, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Like, I relate so much with Ate Moira because one, she's Christian. She's a female worship leader. For some reason, I resonate a lot with her because she plays guitar. She's very humble. She's very soft-spoken. Her music is also very expressive and can be like sad. I'm just like, me too, girl. Me too. And on top of that, she has psoriasis. And I also have psoriasis. But yeah, man, I'm like shook that I even met her, but I'm so freaking bing bong that I didn't even get her autograph. Like, I have I got this all access pass to like see her and meet her and stuff like that. I have this. I didn't get her to sign it. I wish I got her to sign it, and I also wish I got merch, but because I was in the backstage, I didn't even see or know about the merch until later on. It was just like a very it was so humbling and so great, and it was just nice because I had so many people there to support me, and it was just like a nice place. And then the experience on stage, man, was no other. Like, I didn't even realize how many people knew me until I got on stage. There were a lot of screams and a lot of cheering. I thought it would just be like a small group, like a corner because my family, but it was just like all throughout the theater. I wasn't nervous to go on stage in first place, but like the cheering really helped boost my confidence. I was like, yeah, I was made to do this. God purposely put me on this stage to show them who he is and the talents that he's given me so that I may glorify him all the more. And so that was just my mindset throughout the whole process from when I found out to the end and until now. This has always been about him. And even though it wasn't my concert, like just being able to be on stage and stand as a firm believer of Jesus and stand as someone who represents him, like gives full fulfillment for me. I just pray that it touches someone's heart to know who he is and also to get to know him better. You know, I'll glory to him. And yesterday, I got a call from Tita Love and Tita Adrian about another gig that they want me to sing at. So this time, I'll be singing with Aubrey, just like the good old days, just like how we did in 2014. But this time, I'm not playing ukulele. We're performing together at Parokya and the Edgar. If y'all know that band, they're a very old school band. They're more like a rock and roll kind of band. Their time was a while ago. Like, I don't really know them the way that I know Moira's music. Praise God that I even got another opportunity. So yeah, that's all for the vlog. Now here's a short snippet of what it was like. Enjoy. Clean, clean, clean. Yay!
Kasi nga, ano, sige.
Story.
Sige. Food lang naman.
Swag. So bongga.
May gusto ka ba? Ako kasi talaga. Say hi, vlog! Hi! I don't really know what I'm doing with this vlog, let's be honest.
We're at the back. Gusto ko lang sabihin ang kapal ng mukha mo ay tumigil ang mundo. Tumako'y hindi ko at hindi
Oh, yeah. She's right there.
Ang ganda niya.
Oh, I don't have my phone.
Okay lang ako. I'm VIP mamaya.
Sige na, kunin na madali. Oh.
Go. Alright, thank you.
Hi, my vlog!
Vlog.
Oh my God, I made it!
Hi, vlog.
Nakapila kami magpa-picture.
How's everything?
I'll be recording up.
1, 2, 3.